All right, here's the second part of question 5. Now, we ended up with two coordinates, 3,6 and 3/4, 3. And our question then asks, of course, well, how far is the distance between those points? And that was the final part which we had to answer. So to do that, I'm actually just going to draw it, to be honest with you. I like drawing stuff, so here we go. So here it is. This is my y and this is my x. And we know this is 3 along and 6 up. So let's do 6 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6, and we'll say there's 3 along. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 3. So 3 along and 6 up is going to be there-ish. So I'll put 3,6. And this is 3/4, 3. Well, 3/4, well, there's 1. So if I divided those into quarters, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Quarters, yeah, that looks all right. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. I think that's probably a little bit. Yeah, it can't be exact. I'm just sketching it. It looks kind of okay. So 3/4, of course, is here. Comma 3. So that's going to be here-ish. So I'll put 3/4, comma 3. Yeah, I'm reasonably happy with that. I'm just trying to make it look as accurate as we can. We're going to find this distance here, though. And I'm going to call that distance A. And the good thing, of course, is we know how far this is here. So if we were to draw a right-angled triangle, we know that this is, well, we can count up 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is 3 up. And this distance along here, well, this is our 3 mark. So this is going to be 1, 2, and 1/4. So if it's 3/4 long, it must be 2 1/4 back. So that must be there. So this distance here, from here to here, is 2 1/4. I'll put 1/4. There it is. And this distance here is 3. So we can just use Pythag to do that. We can say, well, we know that a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared. And we know that a is going to equal, well, let's put a squared equals b squared. Well, b squared, 2 1/4 squared. So I'm just going to go 2 4s are 8 and 1 is 9. So I've got 9 on 4 squared plus c squared. Well, c squared is going to be 9. I'll write 3 squared though. Yeah, here we go. So 9 squared is 81 on 4. So it will be 16. Plus 3 squared is going to be 9. And that's a squared. So a is going to equal the square root of all of that stuff. So equals the square root of 81 over 16 plus 9. And you know what? Just use the calculator to do it. You're allowed to anyway, so may as well. As long as you show you got to that point there, I think you're pretty good. So you've got, what was it? 81 over 16 plus 9. So 81 over 16, there it is. And I'm going to go plus 9 is 225 over 16. Now, fortunately, that's a pretty easy one to do a square root of, actually. So well, square root of 225, well, that's 15. And square root of that is going to be 4. So it's going to be 15 over 4. And which we can, well, if I took the square root of that, oh, hang on, oh, wait, 220, what am I doing? 225, here we go. So square root of 225 over 16 is going to be 15 over 4. There it is, 15 over 4. And that's, well, 15 over 4, we can just simply go, yes, that's 3.75, which equals 3.75. I'm just going to go with 3.75. To be honest, I find messing around with calculators quite annoying because it doesn't give the answer quite the way I'm thinking, and I'm thinking, oh, I'd actually express it differently. I don't want to go that way. I don't want to use decimals, or I don't want to use impropers, or I don't want to use mixed. So that's why I'm sitting there umming and erring and looking at the answer thinking, that's not what I want to play with, you know. Anyway, there's the answer, 3.75, and that's how I'd go about finding it. Hope that's useful, folks.